I've really known I wanted to direct choirs pretty much my whole life. My parents are very musical. I grew up singing music in the church. My mom was a church organist, so I literally would sit next to her while she was playing, and I would sit next to her during the church service, and I don't know, I just fell in love with music watching her play the organ. My dad played guitar. My grandparents went to bluegrass festivals almost every weekend, so as a kid, they drugged me to those. Pretty much all I've ever wanted to do was be in choir and conduct choirs and make music with other people, basically. So I don't know what started it, probably my parents really, but I've always wanted to do it. BucsWorth started sometime in the mid-90s, and it was started by my predecessor, Dr. Tom Jenrette, who was at ETSU as the director of choral activities for over 30 years. And he basically had a group of guys that he wanted to sing together, and he auditioned 10 of them, and he started out and put the group together called 10 BucsWorth, which is obviously a joke on money and the ETSU mascot, the Buccaneers. And when I came here in 2012, we reworked the choral program, and starting in the fall of 2013, BucsWorth became a full men's choir open to everyone on campus who was interested in singing in a men's choir, and it's been growing ever since, and like I said, we're up to over 60 now. You know, the thing about BucsWorth is the thing I like about all choirs really, is that you come together and it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what your background is, it doesn't matter what you look like, but everybody together makes music. And that's the thing about it, is when you put everybody in the same room and with a common purpose, you can not agree on much of anything in real life, but when you're working together, it makes you do something together, and then you gain a common respect for each other, even if you don't respect each other's opinions in other areas of the world.
I'd say the thing that I enjoy most about choir is the people. I like being around my friends. Most of my friends are in the choir, so I get to see them when we have rehearsals.
I think my decision towards taking BucsWorth was because it was an opportunity to be able to do something that I always loved to be doing, and not precisely having to do it for the rest of my life. It's more as a hobby and a passion.
BucsWorth performs a huge variety of music. I think that our fall concert that's coming up is actually a really good example of this, where we're starting off with a classical piece by one of the most respected 20th century American composers, Norman Delagioio, and following that up with a pop song by Ben Folds, and closing out with an arrangement of an Appalachian folk song. So I really try to program a huge variety of genres and styles and music from different periods. I don't want to pigeonhole us into any specific type of music. BucsWorth, when it was a small ensemble, actually toured pretty extensively. They have gone all sorts of places. To Hawaii, they went across the ocean, they traveled around Europe several times. Since I've been here and we expanded BucsWorth to a large choir, we've been to Atlanta, last year we went to Illinois, and on the way there we stopped in various places throughout Tennessee. We crossed over into Missouri and performed in St. Louis. So I think there's been a pretty large amount of traveling this group has done throughout its years at ETSU. In the future, I'd really like to see BucsWorth go internationally again. We've been talking about going to Ireland for a few years now, and if we can create the funding to make that possible in 2018, that's my end goal. I'd love to take the guys to Ireland to work with some of the Celtic musicians there and to experience that style of music, which we don't often get to experience firsthand here in the United States.